Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Organic Dairyman, and today is Wednesday, September 26th, and I'm in the silo room, and I figured there'd probably be some people that would want to see how the silo loader worked up there when it was, blowing out and stuff. So, anyways, I just thought I'd stick the camera up there when I turn it on, and so that way you guys can watch and see the silage get blown out and how it all works up there and everything. So, but yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to. I was just thinking about it, and maybe I can illustrate too, or explain a little bit better on how the process of the loader, everything like works as far as like when you set it down. Like usually, like every maybe 2 weeks or so, we gotta set everything down, and because obviously you use out of it, and it gets to a point where it can't blow it out anymore. So maybe I can explain that a little bit better. But yeah, so yeah. Anyways, that's what one of the things I wanted to show you today and talk about. And yes, yeah, too. And the thing, yeah, I didn't record any videos the last 2 days. There really wasn't much going on around here. I mean, it's kind of been rainy, a little bit rainy weather. Monday and Tuesday were, so not that I couldn't have found anything to make a video about. It's just that it was just kind of rainy out. And then other video, I ended up doing a 2-part series and then other video because I guess it got longer than I originally wanted it to be. The video that I did on Sunday. And originally, I think when I all put it together, it was like 48 or 45 minutes long, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize this video got this long. So I ended up compressing it down to 35 minutes, and then I just divided it in half and did it about 17 minutes for each video. So I thought I'd just do a 2-part series out of it. So yeah, so that's kind of why I didn't film anything the last 2 days, between those two things. But anyways, I'm gonna go up there and check on it, and don't worry, it's fine. It's been about a good week since we've got done filling this thing. So yeah, so I'll go up there and you can watch it, and I'll get back with you later and show you some other things around here that we're got going on here today. So. Okay, everybody, up at the top of the silo, and anybody that saw my video when I leveled this thing off, you would see that originally it was about here. There's the one door. It's like down that far. So, anyways, what we do, obviously you can see that you can only go down so far. And then this pipe here, let me come over here. This pipe here, it slides, and eventually when it gets to here, it'll drop out, so you have to quit. So you have to lower this thing down like 2 doors. So when it gets down to the bottom, when it gets down to this door, the bottom of this door, I'll have to come up here and set this thing right here, I'll set this pipe right here, down on here, and then it'll blow it out that door right there. So yeah, so that's how much it has used up here since almost about a week. But anyways, I'm gonna set this camera up here. I'm gonna go back down there, I'm gonna turn it on, and you can watch this thing and see how it works. So I'll get back with you a little bit later. Okay, everybody, as you can see, I made it down from up in the silo, and yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed that that footage of the silo loader. I just thought I'd just show everybody, in case anybody out there didn't know how it worked. You could see how it worked. But yeah, so anyways, as you can see, we have the NewHolland 8670 behind me, and we just got it back from the repair shop yesterday, late yesterday. And yeah, so works good now. They changed all the hydraulic oil, and we'll go over here and I'll show you what I think, what they all took apart, what they did, because I didn't talk to the mechanic. Actually, my brother, he went down to the dealership. He went down there and he got the tractor yesterday. Actually, just drove it home. So I had to go to the doctor yesterday. I have a ear infection, so I could barely hear anything out of my left ear right now. So I hope I don't sound like I'm shouting to you, because it's hard to gauge my my voice and everything. So I'm taking some stuff to get over that. So, but yeah, so I had a doctor's appointment. So anyways, he went down and got that. So and I don't know, he talked to the mechanic a little bit, but of course my brother, he's not like I am. He's not the mechanically minded one like I am, so he didn't ask him what he all did. So anyways, I'm just gonna go over it and show you kind of what I think what they did to it. Obviously, I see they did power wash the back end, which was nice. They obviously they took this cover off here. They replaced this collar in here, and they put a new snap ring in here. So that is fixed. And and if we go down underneath, and I know that when I talked to the mechanic on the phone the one day, he had said that they had to take a plate off. And so the sun's kind of right here. This plate here, he took, I'm assuming they took this off, because I could see that there's a new gasket on there and they shellacked it. And so yeah, as to how they got everything out of there, I don't exactly know. I don't know if there was more they had to take off, they took off this whole bottom hitch here. I don't know. It doesn't look like they did, but I think they just took the drawbar out, and they were able to get up in there. And excuse me, I don't know how much. It looks like, I don't know, maybe they I don't know what they all, oh yeah, I don't know. I just don't know what they all had to take off here. So I'm sure they probably took this all off too. I don't know for sure, but I know for sure they took this cover off and that one down underneath, and they were able to get to it. But anyways, what went out in there, inside there, there is a bearing at the end of the shaft down in there. There's a bearing, a needle bearing, and it took that bearing out, so they had to dig in there and get that out. But yeah, so what happened, and this is what I think happened, and based on what the mechanic told me, it was a combination of both the snap ring and this collar here were both wore out. And even if I had replaced the snap ring, there's probably still a good chance that the snap ring would have, or the shaft, this is obviously the 540, they put that in there, the 1000 what was in there, but the shaft still would have popped out yet. So so I don't know, I seen that happen one time on one of our John Deeres. One time we put a new snap ring in there and we had trouble with the PTO shaft popping out, and it just kept doing the same thing. You know, it was the collar, it was wore out. So the groove that this collar or the snap ring fits into was getting wore. So yeah, so like, you know, even if I had done that, it probably would have still popped out. Regardless, it was wore out, you know, time to replace. But I guess kind of the moral of the story, or the moral, or the thing that the takeaway from this thing is, that I learned that if it pops out, it's popping out for a reason, and you probably better just stop using it. Get out and investigate, because yeah, well, actually the reason why it popped out on me 4 times in the beginning of the video, or not the video, but when I was chopping, that first day when we were chopping. And I forgot to say too at the beginning of this video segment too, that if there's any new subscribers that didn't know what happened, that's what happened. It was the very first day when we were chopping corn silage. Well, actually, yeah, it was the first day. It popped out once, or I think twice that evening, and then it popped out 2 times the next day again. So that's what happens if you're new to the channel, not aware this tractor was broke down, and because of that. But what happened the last time when I was chopping, or running the chopper, I was going down a hill, and I was turning. And what happened when this thing came out, it cocked one way or another, and so everything inside was still turning yet. The shaft wasn't turning anymore, but everything inside was turning around the shaft, and the shaft was cocked in there, and those bearings caught the end of the shaft, and took them out. I took out that bearing is what happened. It's just that the other 3 times when it happened, it never did that. So and it pulled straight out. So that's kind of what happened. So next time I learned my lesson. If it does that again, just don't. You probably better just stop running it. Take a look at it, and the other thing is too is I kept running it because I thought that I took the snap ring too, and I spread it apart. I put more tension on the snap ring, so that way it would I didn't think that it would come out if I put more tension on it. So that's kind of what happened. Is it just there was so much slop in this collar in here that even though I spread the snap ring, it didn't make any difference on it. It made 0 difference. So it didn't do any good. So, but next time I learned my lesson not to do that. So the other thing here we're working on here today is this cord. I got to get this thing fixed. I looked at the farm store, and this is 5 wires, and the thing that they sell at the farm store only has 4 wires. So I'm just gonna have to take and solder these together as best as I can. I tried. Yeah, you can see that's broke right there. So yeah, well, that's why we brought the wagon up here to do this job here. So the other thing is I have another project here. I got a flat tire here in the pickup truck here, and yeah, so it was flat. I put some air in it. It's got a slow leak in it. So this tire was the spare tire, but ooh, the cord is blowing out on it. Yeah, or the cord is getting loose. It's pushing out on the tire there. So this tire is shot. So I'm just gonna take it off. I got a new Firestone tire on here, so I'm gonna put that on the truck here, and so we're gonna do that job, or I'm gonna do that job, jack up and change that here. So anyway, that's one of the projects I got going on here today. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna get this or work on this here, and I guess I'll get back with you a little bit later. Okay, everybody. I finally got the wagon all done here. I got the lights working, and I got soldered back together in 2 spots, and then right here I just took some connector links and put it back together right here with that. So instead of soldering, because otherwise I'd have to bring the solder gun out here and an extension cord, and it just doesn't work very good. So but yeah, it works. So yeah, I mean, what happened last year was when we had this thing hooked up, my brother, we had to unhook the wagon for something, and my brother, I'm not trying to pin the blame on him, but I mean, but it was his fault. He unhooked the wagon, but he forgot to unhook that from the tractor, and he took off, and poof. And then something else happened. We were pulling the wagon down the road, and somehow this thing popped up, and we had it strapped down there, and thought, you know, so we strapped the wire down here so we wouldn't forget to unhook it from there. When then this came unhooked, it came up, and it slid back, and it ended up pulling the wire apart some more. And so obviously we're not going to try that again this year. This year we're going to try to put something on here so that we'll just tie it to, I don't know, something on here, or put just something so we can remember that when we unhook the tractor from the wagon, that we don't forget to unhook that. That's the biggest thing. That's what happens. I mean, when we bought this wagon, we just bought it last fall at an auction sale, and it wasn't working. So, but yeah, we got all the lights working. This light works. This unload light works. So now everything is good to go. It's even got a hitch back here too, another plug-in. If you ever pull 2 wagons, we get another wagon kind of like this. But yeah, the brake lights work, the right and left blinkers work, the hazards work. The only thing that don't work is when you have the tractor lights and the tail lights don't work. That's the only thing that doesn't work, but I guess as long as the flashes work. But yeah, so anyways, that's kind of what we did today, or what I did today, worked on anyway. So anyways, so tomorrow, maybe if the sun is shining, it's been sunny mostly all day today, so if the sun is shining tomorrow, maybe we'll get the combine up here and I'll get working on that, finish cleaning it out and get that ready to go. It's gotta be sunny outside when we do it. So but yeah, so anyways, my battery is running low on the camera here, so I probably better call it quits with this video. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks everybody for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comment section below. Please check out all my other videos, and share them with friends and family, or whomever you want to share it with. And thanks to everybody that subscribed to my channel. If you have not hit that subscribe button, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, for that way you can get see more videos like this. I don't know how exciting this video was today to you, but but it's just kind of what went on around the farm here today. So but anyways, oh yeah, check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Organic Dairyman for the latest, hopefully the latest updates of what goes on around here. I try to post stuff on there frequently. So anyways, yeah, so hope everybody's having a good evening or morning or afternoon, whatever time you are when you're watching this video. So but I gotta go, so I'll catch you later.